I made a custom bike rack recently, and it was way cheaper than buying a new one. Since making this video, I have taken the bike rack over 2,000 miles and it didn't fall off. It worked like a charm. It's a little bit difficult to get on and off, but I'm getting better at it, and so far it's been really great. Step 1, gather materials. This is the thing that I bought. It's the Rocky Mountain low ball bike mount for trucks, trailers, SUVs, and home storage. This is literally it. So I want to attach this piece to the door, and then you take off the front tire of your bike, and you just put the forks down right here, and then once this is on, you just tighten this down, and then it's locked. So normally these go on the top, but I want to put this on the back. So I used 2 metal plates. So I bought these metal plates to be a backing, and I'm hoping that will more evenly distribute the weight. 12 washers, 4 rubber washers, 6 bolts, 6 lock washers, and 2 oblong ring plates. That's exactly what they're called. I looked it up. 3 7/8 oblong eye plate. Step 2, drill a hole in your van. Basically living in a van and working on it is just drill more holes in your van. The door is like 2 inches thick, 3 inches thick almost, right? So I can't just put a normal screw in here. I need to like drill all the way through and put a bolt through, or cut into part of the door because I want to mount it up there. I've got my bike here. I'm gonna take off the front tire and just measure the distance between the forks on the front and the bottom tire to see which door I can mount it on. I made my mark. Kind of pretty much dead center, and I kind of penciled in where the 2 holes are gonna go. So these holes are actually kind of hard to drill because, or the metal of the door goes like this. There's the outside and the inside, and there's this gap in between. So when you're drilling, you have to drill through one side and then get completely straight and drill through the other side. I definitely didn't do that either time. So what I did is basically just widened the hole on one side or the other, which ended up being fine because you're just gonna screw down bolts and washers and stuff over them. Okay, I drilled the holes. And now, it's the moment of truth, whether or not it will actually fit. All right, after royally screwing up this hole, I did it. So now it's on here, and now I just need to put the fender washers on the back and get the lock nuts on there and lock it down. Step 3, secure everything down. So the order of which this goes is, for the outside, metal plate, the bolt is sticking through the metal plate, rubber washer, metal washer, bike mount, lock nut. For the inside, metal plate, washer, bolt. And I think that is going to distribute the weight enough. And then I also bought some ratcheting tie downs to wrap around the door, so they're going to go through there and there, and then tie on the inside to just add extra support. These things are now going to go here, one on this side and one on the other side, and I'm basically just going to tie the bottom tire on with rope. Step 4, attempt to get your bike on the rack without falling over. And that's that. I wanted to kind of have a custom setup because I didn't want to buy a really expensive bike rack. And if you look at the outside of Sprinter vans, especially on the back, they're actually curved. So the top is like this, and it curves slightly down. So I couldn't just buy a regular rack for the back that would be like laying flush. And then I didn't want to get a rack for the roof of the van because the van's already really tall and I can't put it inside certain parking garages and stuff like that. So I made my own, and it was actually, I think total I spent like $50 on the whole setup. So that's pretty cheap considering like how much a bike rack actually costs. The only thing about this bike rack is that I park in a place usually where there's a lot of bike theft. So I actually, at nighttime, or if I'm gonna be gone from the van for a while, I actually put my bike inside the van because otherwise it's kind of sketchy. But this bike rack is great. It looks awesome. Van is awesome. Bike rack is awesome. I love it. Bike didn't fly off or explode on my recent drive, so that was great. So follow me on Instagram at One Chick Travels if you want to see some day-to-day life stuff of living in a van. Find me on Facebook / One Chick Travels if you want updates on when I write blog posts or when videos come out. I post them there and post them here. You don't have to have ads here. You can watch them without ads on Facebook. Go to onechicktravels.com if you want to see more in-depth explanations of how I did the van build out, materials and parts and all sorts of things, as well as blog posts and thoughts from the road. And follow me on Twitter if you want to know what music I'm listening to when I work. And if nothing else, I will see you next time. Bye.